This is Steve with the November 2024 opening range results. Before we get into that, I just want to talk to you quickly about Trading Ideas 101. If you're interested in the data that they kind of throw out in these videos, you can find it here if you go to Trading Ideas 101. Click on Things That May Help, and then if you scroll over here, opening range spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet that I've used for the last 3+ years, you'll find it here, and you can go over it, and you can find the S&P, the NQ, the Dow. I did another video about how to use this stuff, but there's some trade ideas here that are just kind of rough drafts of some thoughts that I've had and so forth. So if you're interested in that, take a look at tradingideas101.com. Okay, so here are the results for November. The Dow 65 points, NQ 88, and the S&P 20.75. Again, the ones in red here are not included in the totals, which we'll go into a little more depth here. So the ones in red here, November 13th and November 15th are basically the same reason they're in red, which was it missed an entry by one tick. So, it had to come down to or up to 21,021.25. It went up to, 21,021. So missed it by a tick, and then did what it was quote unquote supposed to do. But officially, this would be legit if you're going strictly based on the way that the system is. But as I mentioned before, one or two tick misses can throw out the whole skew of how you're doing the trades with this. So I'm careful on those, and I list them accordingly. So if you wanted to do it strictly based on officially, then this would be a win of 14.5 points. This is a win of 14.5 points. And this one is a win of 19.75, and you can add that to this number here. But these two right here were based on missing the entry by one tick. This one on the 29th actually, the second pivot missed by missed the exit by one tick. So since it missed the exit by one tick on pivot 2, that made pivot 3 an actual trade, and it ended up winning. So you can add all those in if you want to. Safe way to play it is not this way, and just these are no trades, but however you want to play it. Now the 18th was just an ugly day, one of those days we talked about last month. It took the NQ did break even, but your first 3 pivot hits were all losses. So at 10:14 in the morning, 10:27, 10:30, and then you finally didn't get a win until 11:13, which is actually after the times that we say to trade. But if you're in a trade already and you're adding to a trade, you can add after 11. But prior to 11, or after 11, if you're not in a trade, you don't enter a new trade. So that one's kind of ugly in that sense. As far as the S&P goes, that is the only red one here on the 20th. And what happened here was it missed 2 minutes earlier by a tick and hit the 25%. So that would have been a win. So really, you should be break even on this particular one. Again, if you're assuming the one tick misses are considered wins, so that you stop the streak when you do those things, that would be a break even. Otherwise, you would be it would take you 3 trades in order to break even on that. So that's why I have question marks there, depending on how deep you want to get into those particular ones. But outside of this one and this one, fairly clean. This is really the only big problem. And then, yeah, so fairly clean month in that sense. And again, the NQ is always going to be your big one or smash you. So, but wrapping it up for December here shortly. But check out tradingideas101.com if you're interested in those stats. Take care.